Friends, what kind of thought forms are you creating today? What kind of thought forms are you putting out into the world to be consumed by the people all around you? What we speak, feel, think about becomes real. And if you don't think that's true, look around you. This is a much deeper topic that I will create a YouTube video for, but I just want to say that in this moment, if you're watching this video and you're having a moment of like, oh my God, what is going on? Stop right there and just say, I want to practice change through my thoughts and my words. Imagine that you are part of a collective, and you are. And that collective is creating with their thoughts and words and actions. So if you're thinking a certain way, there are millions of people in the world who are also thinking that way. And they're also speaking that way, right? And guess what that is doing? It is creating energy forms. It is creating thought forms that are going out and keeping a circulational pattern in the world where things are constantly the same, never changing, for the group of people that is speaking and thinking and feeling this way. So we're like, why isn't this changing? Why isn't this happening? Well, we're swimming in a current that we have created with our thoughts and words. It may not be that that thought originated with you. It could be something that was planted by the music, television shows, media, books that we read. These ideas get implanted in us, and subliminally we begin to harbor them in our bodies. They become part of our genetic makeup. They become part of our flesh, and then we manifest or procreate and speak this back into the world, and it becomes more. It becomes fruitful and multiplies, right? And now we're like, I don't understand what's going on. Well, I just explained that to you. That's what is going on. And there are many different collectives of people speaking many different things. So that's why everything is not all bad. That is why everything is not chaotic and destructive, because not everybody is thinking that way. Not everybody is feeling that way. Thank God, right? Thank God that we aren't all thinking and speaking and doing the same things, because that would mean an imbalance, and then poof, So if you want to tip the scale more towards one way, figure out what is going on inside your mind and your body energetically so that we can get back on track. That means rooting out fears and attitudes and thought patterns that help to create the state and condition that is in existence right now. When we begin to procreate with our mind and our words and our thoughts, the things that we really truly want, not what we don't want, we begin to see it. The power collectively. See, people in power and who create our media, they know this. That's why they create the media they create. That's why they tell the stories they tell. Because they need us, the sheep, right? Who nobody wants to be a sheeple, but a lot of us are sheeple, right? They get us to repeat it. We provide the energy for the spells and incantations that they do in the secret places. And that energy adds to the state of the world and the state of what's going on. This is basic magic 101. So we need to learn how to not slip and fall into that trap. If you see it and think this is entertaining, but I don't want that, don't repeat it. Don't start making this a part of your everyday energy pattern. I wish that person would die, or I want this to happen. I want these bad things. Oh, this is terrible. Or, oh, you start speaking like that not realizing that you are adding to the energy in the world that has already put that word out, and it exists because we procreate. We keep repeating this, and we make more thought form babies and more thought form babies, and the thought form babies go out into the world and become things, and they land on people, and those people procreate, and it's like the gremlins, right? You poured a little water on it, poof, what have you know? So the one basic thing that we can do is learn to see the vision of what is really happening and begin to step away from repeating the thoughts and patterns and words of people who need us to be in fear. Whole financial systems are maintained by our fears, by our struggles, right? They will make more money if we continue to think and believe in this certain way. So we stop thinking and believing in a certain way, and then their system crumbles. How do they combat that? They create things to cause fear amongst us, and then we begin to speak the things. It's so simple. It's like 1 + 1 is 2. So now that we know this, we can say, oh, I see that pattern. I know what it is. I refuse to be afraid. I refuse to allow that energy to come and part itself in me and create this. And when we become aware, and when we will get visions, we will have dreams about the power and the magnitude of this. I'm speaking on a basic level right now, but let me tell you, the reality of what I'm saying is so monumental. I mean, it is so huge. When you really start seeing what you can do, what can happen when you begin to exercise the power of the thought, the word, create the thought forms, you will never be the same. You will see it, the vision, and you will feel, and you will know, and you will begin to do the things. You're thinking, well, I'm just a small person. What can I do? The only thing you need to do is get the fear out of your mind and start speaking and creating with your words. And the Word was God, and the Word was with God, and the Word became flesh. That's, you guys, I see it, I feel it, I know it, and I'm working within myself to do it. We can do better, and it doesn't take a lot. It really doesn't.